sent by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day. They're the eyes of a man whose lust knows no bounds.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Horny Creek. My name is Mark. With me as always my wife Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. It's been a good week here. It's February 28th, 2001.
It is.
And are you ready for some head games? What was it called?
Mind games.
Mind games.
You said
Head
it like
games is-
2 seconds ago.
Head games is the pornography that's
Oh my.
we watched last night.
Just no. Just
Oh my
no.
God. You wanted to say yes and so bad. You were like, no, I can't do it. I can't roll with it.
I tried.
So, mind games.
You know who's not having head games?
Dawson and Gretchen.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like Joey and Pacey aren't going to be having any head games either.
Not for a while, but it's like the last episode we were so preoccupied that we forgot to give it a rating number of condoms.
We did. And there was actual sex.
Well, the episode where they had sex, we did.
Did we? I don't think we rated that one either.
Yeah, we did. I argued that it would be a 4 out of 5 or a 4.5 out of 5, my argument was that it would be a 5 out of 5 when like multiple couples had sex in an episode.
Okay.
And you said they had actual sex. Like, I think this is as much as it's getting, so I want to go 5, and we compromised and went with what you said and did 5.
I thought we compromised on 4.5.
But the episode, there was an interstitial episode, the 4 Stories episode, which was the day after.
Well,
That we didn't rate. That wasn't super condomy.
I don't think that the 4 Stories episode rated any condoms, really.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no sex. There was no kissing. There was talk of sex.
Right.
So I guess maybe a condom or 2.
But this episode, I would give maybe a solid 3.5.
Sure.
Because there was sex with Joey and Pacey, just off screen though.
Well, if we give sex off screen 4.5 condoms.
Why would we do that?
Because we did it last time.
No, they started kissing and stuff like the sex started on screen.
All right.
There was no like they
made out.
They kissed a little bit, but that was like that was long before they were gonna have sex because Gretchen still had to come home and get her stuff.
And Gretchen and Dawson talk about sex.
But they don't have sex.
But there's talk. Talk is still somewhat of a condom-worthy thing. Not in real life, but in the rating system.
I mean, talk can give you some pre-ejaculate.
Oh my dear God.
Welcome to health class, everyone.
I'm going 4.
All right. 4, I guess, is fair.
Yay, I win again. I always win, because that's the secret to a happy life.
That's right. So, we've got a few different things going on here. We've got the Dawson Gretchen of it all. Mm-hmm. We've got Pacey and Joey. Mm-hmm. We've got Jack and Jen mm-hmm. and her therapist.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. We've got Drew has a small little subplot that actually starts the episode.
I don't remember. He's oh yeah. Yeah, Drew does a stupid ass thing where he makes
for seemingly no reason.
He's just there to cause problems.
Does he know that these people are the stars of this show? Like, because in real life, why would you even bother with these people? There are so many other kids walking around that hallway.
Right?
Why do you keep messing with them? Who cares?
Maybe he does mess with other kids and they're just off screen.
I guess. They don't like you, Drew.
Nobody likes Drew. Except the one girl who had sex with him, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he announces to the school that class couple was voted Joey and Dawson.
Uh-huh.
Which, like, he's barely been around long enough to even understand that he's causing.
The whole dynamic.
Yeah, like what he's saying there. And it's obviously bullshit. Right?
Yeah. I mean, well, the whole thing is, I guess he's supposed to be the male that the chick that drowned. I can't remember her name.
Abby Morgan.
Yeah, I guess he's supposed to be the male Abby Morgan, but it's like, did Kevin Williamson just grow up with a very weird and specific bully? Because I don't understand why we need this character in this show.
I agree. But yeah, so that's his action for the episode, is that he causes this issue, so then Joey and Dawson have to talk, and
which
Pacey and Joey have to talk,
at all.
And everybody's like, oh my God, this is so awful and stupid. And then they're like, yeah, but does it really matter? And we find out that Drew
volunteered for the yearbook.
Yeah. To do this, I guess.
Yeah, it's for the sole purpose of rigging the vote so that Dawson and Joey won class couple.
And then Dawson decides to join too to fix it.
Yeah, he says that Drew is like a C-tier Batman villain.
Right.
Which I guess he must be thinking of the Adam West show. Like the Adam West show where like the big weird thing that the villain would do every episode is like, I don't know, run for mayor of the town or try to corrupt a high school basketball team or something, like some stupid, silly thing, right? In that way, I guess he's right.
Yeah.
And he's like, but he has no follow through like a C-tier Batman villain. And he quit the yearbook before it was published, before his plan was put into fruition. So I just decided to volunteer here, and he just changed it to Joey and Pacey. By the way, you don't have to have Joey as part of the class couple. I'm sure there are other couples in the school,
right?
That are more worthy.
I mean, maybe. I like Joey and Pacey.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't get to see the other couples. I just imagine you're another couple in the school, and you're like, what the fuck? Why do these kids get everything?
Yeah, that's true. Everything in Cape Side High kind of revolves around, the stars of the show.
Yeah.
That makes sense, though. I mean, I guess it's like different than like Sunnydale, because there are bullies there, but there's like multiple pretty girl bullies, and they get attention, and things happen to them, and it's a little different.
Yeah, though they're not in high school anymore either on that show.
Well, no, but I'm thinking about high schools. I'm comparing high schools.
Okay.
Anyway, that was all I had to say.
Do you feel like I'm judging you? I'm not.
I feel like you cleared the air for me to continue, and I'm like, but I was done.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the resolution of that plot line.
Yeah, dumb plot line.
And then we have the actual plot lines. You want to do the Jen and Jack one first, since the other two plot lines are like they're connected to each other.
So Jen and Jack are chilling in the cafe across from her therapist's office, where she claims that she just wanted to have coffee, but Jack already knows what she's doing, which is stalking her therapist.
Yeah, she has a therapy session at the beginning where they talk a little bit and everything, and they talk about trust. And she says that she doesn't trust most guys. And like most guys are just all they want is to sleep with a girl or whatever. And he goes, "What about girls?" And she's like, "Do I want to sleep with girls?" He's like, "No, you said it's easier to be friends with guys. What about friends with girls? Like, do you trust girls?"
And she says, "No, because girls are bitches." I don't remember exactly what she says, but
basically she says once girls get boobs and everything, it's all about who can attract the most guys and like all that. Like
it all boils down to their bitches.
And it all comes down to sex or whatever.
Yes.
She also mentions that she was 12 years old when she had sex for the first time.
Yeah, she's like, having sex before my 13th birthday. Like, what?
Which made me think of one of the sickest things I've ever heard in my life, by the way.
Huh.
I can't remember who it was, and I don't want to say the wrong name. I
don't think you should say any names in the context of what we're talking about.
I have a name in mind, and I'm pretty sure that's who it is, but I'm not going to say it. but I believe a member of Motley Crue, the one that Tommy Lee was in, but not Tommy Lee, did an interview one time where he was talking about how he liked 12-year-olds.
Ew. That's pedophilia, people.
And you could hear the cracking or something like that of their bones. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like some serious fucked up shit. And this is like during
I could have lived my whole life without that.
And this is like during the 80s when apparently you can just give an interview like that and it's fine. And no one even talks about it. There's some really fucked up shit that like rock people have done. Like Steven Tyler essentially bought a 15-year-old girl from her parents.
What?
He wanted to take her on tour with him, but crossing state lines with her would be illegal. So he convinced the parents, who apparently loved him or whatever, to sign custody of her over to him.
Oh my God.
So that he could travel with her across state lines.
Like in a romantic way?
I believe so, yes.
That's awful. That's awful. What's wrong with people? Holy shit.
I'm just saying, there's lots of weird shit that rockers have done.
No offense, but you just ruined my day.
I'm sorry.
Holy crap.
I mean, he could have also been joking, I guess. I don't know the full context of that. But, yeah, awful.
Now I'm thinking of Penny Lane.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of stuff. Yeah, Penny Lane in that movie, she's supposed to be like 15, 16, 17, something like that.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be around the age of him.
I mean, younger than one would allow to be on tour with a rock band.
But that's like, that shit did happen.
Yeah. I imagine it still does.
I don't think as much anymore. I can't imagine like fucking Weezer traveling around with a 14-year-old girl or something like that.
Okay, not them, but I mean, like, what about some of these heavy metal dudes?
What heavy metal dudes are left in 2001?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I think the age of the bad boy rocker, like, let's trash a fucking hotel room is kind of gone. I mean, maybe Fred Durst. I could see Fred Durst doing something like that. That fucking dirtbag.
But
they're
anyway.
all trying to have sex with each other now. Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera and like
what?
The pop and rock people. They're all trying to, instead of like going after groupies, they're all trying to go after each other now.
Interesting.
So I feel like that's a difference.
Okay. So back in Dawson's Creek land here. So Jen reveals that awful piece of information about her childhood.
Yeah.
And she decides to start stalking her therapist at the end of this session.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows that she's doing it, like we find out at the end, which doesn't 100% make sense.
They make this dude like he's a fucking superhero or something like that. Like he has powers.
Right. Because, yeah, she shows up at the bookstore where he's, like, looking at books. And then he's like, oh, who's your favorite poet? Because they're in the poetry section. And he...
Yeah. Did he, like, somehow maneuver her to the poetry section? Because it works perfectly for what he's talking about.
Right. It's so bizarre. But, yeah, he's like, oh, this lady's my favorite poet. And she's like, oh, I love her. And... then he invites her to a reading. She
says, I love him.
Yeah.
And then he goes, her.
Yeah. But he invites her to come to a reading. He's like, maybe I'll see you there. Mm-hmm. Which is a weird-ass thing for a therapist to do.
Yeah, I think this whole thing's weird, but I guess it's part of the therapy we find out.
I don't think that it would... I don't think it's kosher.
Yeah, I don't think it would hold up in a court of law.
But yeah, so they go to this thing... and it turns out, we find out at the end, that it's actually his girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's the poet.
Right.
And what I think he was trying to do was prove to her that he's not interested in her. See, I have a girlfriend. Like, you can be around me and it's safe.
Yeah, you brought that up. I thought she had a crush on him. And Jack says a couple times...
you have a crush on this guy.
That you have a crush on this guy. And that's kind of what I was thinking, too. And then I thought maybe she lost interest when she saw you had a girlfriend, but I think you're right, because does someone say trust, or was that you?
I think they say something to each other about trust at the end, like that she can trust him now or something.
Because that's the whole thing, is that she wanted to know more about him because she wanted to know if he would try to sleep with her, basically.
Yeah.
He's got all this power over her mind and stuff like that, and she's afraid he might use that to try to sleep with her, I guess, which makes sense. From coming from her past.
Right.
And when she sees who he is, he's in a relationship, he's boring, whatever, that he doesn't hold any thoughts of her in that way. Now she can trust him. So, I mean, I agree. And I think he knows that, because he says, she asks him in the early session, she asks him something like, she asks him some question about like, oh, what about you? When did you lose your virginity or whatever? And he said something like, you really want to know that or whatever? And she goes, you didn't ask why I asked that, or why I was curious or whatever. Like
why it's important to me.
Yeah, like you did before. And he's like, because I know the answer now.
Yeah. Because he gets why she would want to know. Well, I think that it has to do too, though, with like just wanting him to be uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. Because he's asking her very personal questions, and she wants him to have to feel like he's in the hot seat too.
But I think the implication is that he realizes that she has trust issues with him, and he allows her to do the stalking that she's doing and manipulates the situation to show her she can trust him.
But I definitely agree that this is not normal therapist behavior. No. And that they act like he can fucking read her mind and stuff. Like a degree in psychology, social work, psychiatry, whatever, does not come with superpowers. Sorry.
If only, Carol.
Right? I wish. So, yeah. Well, we'll see how things go with her therapy. I think it's interesting that the school's forcing her to go to therapy because she had some alcohol bottles.
Right.
That's like a big leap. I mean, it's not like she's been like...
It's not even addiction therapy. It's just regular therapy.
Right. And like, it's not like she's had a consistent problem that they're aware of. I mean, she has, but they don't know that.
Right. But yeah, that's the show within a show, I guess, because it's like that is so removed from the rest of the show. But yeah, the other two storylines are involved. It's the two couples.
Yeah. So Joey and Pacey are trying to figure out how they can possibly have sex again, because they haven't been alone enough to do so, I guess, since they got back.
And she doesn't want to have sex in the back of his car or whatever.
Or in the boiler room of the school. That's where are we in My So-Called Life again? Because,
right.
Like, that's where they used to go make out.
I was thinking, are we in Nightmare on Elm Street?
That too.
Welcome to my world, bitch.
So he asks Gretchen if she would be somewhere else for the night so that he can be alone with Joey. Now, they have their own house. They have separate rooms.
Yeah.
Why does she have to leave the house so he can have sex?
That is weird.
Like, I mean, I guess maybe because Joey's so...
uptight.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think you should be able to have sex with your sibling in the house.
Yeah.
But whatever. So she's like, I'll find a place. I'll crash with Mom and Dad, whatever.
Yeah, or Doug.
Yeah. But then we find out, because she works for Dawson's parents, that Dawson's parents are going out of town for the weekend.
Yeah, their last trip before the baby. Which I guess is maybe the next time we'll see them.
Probably.
Because, like, they're just not in the show now.
Yeah. I think she's immediately a little put off, though, that he didn't tell her that his parents are going to be out of town.
His point of view is if he said to her, hey, my parents are going to be out of town, that sounds like a terrible come on. Also, I feel like because he's in high school, and that's a very high school thing to say, and she's not. She's graduated from high school. I feel like maybe he's a little self-conscious about saying that to her. Like, she's going to be like, oh, little kid, your parents are out of town? Okay.
Yeah.
Like I get...
Because she has her own house.
I get kind of why he feels that way.
But she's like, but I'm happy about that or whatever. Like, she lets him know, like, oh, that sounds good. Like...
Yeah, and she's like, oh, so I shouldn't come over with movies and condoms tonight? And he's like, why didn't you say that?
Well, she said movies and popcorn, but yeah. But then he sees, now when I was like 18 or whatever, I walked around with frickin' a hairbrush, deodorant, and a change of underwear in my big purse. I did. And she has that stuff. She has a toothbrush and a hairbrush and whatever. And he's like, why are you walking around? You got plans today? Like, why make her feel like shit?
I know. Like, his point of view was defensible at first, but the more he reacts to things that she's doing, the more it seems like that there's more than, like Transformers, there's more than meets the eye here.
Right.
There's a lot of Joey-ness here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're watching movies. They're not making out. They're alone. No. They're not even really snuggling, I don't think.
Well, at first they kind of are. And then she basically says, like, look, let's talk about it. Let's talk about sex. Mm-hmm. She's like, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
Yes.
And he's like, I always thought it would be me and Joey. And I, like part of me held out fucking hope or whatever. And I wish they would have just had sex on that boat so that they could have just removed all like doubt or whatever that we'd ever be each other's firsts. And she's like, Gretchen's like, well, how do you know they're not having sex now? Because
we forgot about this.
I guess we should explain this. When Pacey is asking Gretchen to be gone, she's like, oh, you had sex and now you want to do it again or whatever. And he doesn't fully confirm. I mean, basically he does confirm it, but he doesn't flat out tell her.
He does confirm it, and then he asks that she not tell anyone.
Yeah, and then Joey finds out that Gretchen knows because she's like, when's Gretchen going to be back? And he's like, she's not going to be back for the whole night. She's giving us the place for her son. She's like, oh no, she knows. So she talks to her, and Gretchen's like, I'm not going to tell Dawson about it. It's fine. Like, you're good. And then she says to Dawson, how do you know that they're not having sex now? Like, kind of trying to tell him without telling him, I guess. And he's like, oh, I asked her.
Yeah.
He's like, I flat out asked her, and she said no.
Which, like, I don't know how he doesn't get what a big deal this is, that he's confessing that he'd been holding out hope that they would lose their virginity to each other.
And
that he asked if they had.
While they're dating.
Like, of course she's not going to be happy. So
then she keeps getting farther and farther away from him on the couch.
And eventually out the door. Because she is upset.
Like,
and he's confused.
He fucking blew his chance to have sex.
I don't think he wanted to, though.
I don't think so either. I think he self-sabotaged.
Yeah, he really wants to lose his virginity to Joey.
No, that ship has sailed.
Well, her virginity ship has sailed. His has not.
I guess it's true, but it's not the same, I wouldn't think. It's not the same as two fucking fumbling virgins trying to figure it out together.
Right.
But, so she leaves. They have a successful night together.
Joey and Pacey.
That we don't see.
Yeah.
And then the next morning...
Joey's making breakfast. Mm-hmm. Well, she wants to. But
and
they have no food in the house.
She sends him out for groceries.
Right. But Dawson shows up because he's looking for Gretchen.
He's worried about her, yeah.
And Joey is in, like, Pacey's shirt, just chilling in the kitchen, and she runs and hides in the bathroom because he lets Dawson come in because he wants to call, their parents? I don't know. He's looking for Gretchen. Well, he's looking for Gretchen. He's trying to call around to find her.
Like, he calls Doug.
Yeah.
And Doug's like, yeah, she's here.
So, that's fucked, though, that Joey hid from him.
Like they're having an affair.
Mm-hmm. Because she's still in love with Dawson. At least a little part of her. And he's definitely still in love with her.
Yeah, it's really weird. They took all this time to get Dawson and Joey together. Only to break them up fairly soon.
Yeah, they were only together for
I wouldn't say almost immediately, but
a few episodes.
But it was pretty quick.
Yeah.
And now they took all this time to get Joey and Pacey together. And it really feels like they're trying to break them up now.
Yeah.
And it's weird. Why are you doing this show?
Well, I mean, if you think about it, like, how many seasons are we into this show?
4.
So how many seasons would we be into the show if her and Dawson got together and it just worked out?
I guess that's true.
So
They have to keep manufacturing drama.
right. But I kind of hate this. I really don't like how her and Pacey are now. I don't like her character right now.
Yeah, yes. I have never really loved her character. She's annoying, and she has
She's abrasive.
yeah, she has a lot of foibles that are just like, why are you thinking this or doing this? This is so stupid. Like, I don't know. She puts me off.
Yeah.
And if she wasn't played by such an attractive actress,
Right?
I mean, from everything I've seen of interviews and stuff like that, Katie Holmes in real life is not like Joey at all, and is, perfectly nice, normal person. So good for her. But yeah, the character, I don't hate her character, but it's just there are lots of little things about him. Like, I would not want to date her character. If I was in Dawson's shoes, I'd be like, no thanks.
Right. I know. I mean, but it, like you said, she's beautiful. And that does a lot of heavy lifting, especially with teenage boys.
I guess, yeah.
And she's complicated, so it's like a fun chase thing.
She is complicated for sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure she's some guy's wet dream.
Yeah. Well, Dawson's apparently.
And Pacey's.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
But not Jack's.
Well, no. Pierce Brosnan probably is Jack's wet dream. But
Oh my goodness! Run by fruiting. It's from Mrs. Doubtfire.
yeah, I know. I remember. I got the reference.
So anyway, Gretchen says to Pacey, "You got fucking problems, dude." Like, because he's trying to talk to her about, Dawson came over. He seems to think you guys had a fight or whatever. Like, she's like, "Why don't you fucking ask Joey about the fight?" He's like, "You want me to ask Joey about your and Dawson's fight?" Yep.
Yeah, because she won't tell him anything.
She's like, look, well, eventually she does, though. Eventually she's like, look, Joey lied about having sex with you, and I don't know why. I don't know what it means. And it's like, yeah, you do.
Right.
You know exactly what it means.
Yeah, because what, is she going to pretend that she sells a hymen when she eventually fucks Dawson? Because that's, I think, where this is going. Show them the sheets. Hang them out the window.
You want you want to hear the most disgusting joke ever?
I don't know. I guess so.
A woman before her wedding night says, "Here, it's such a disgusting joke. Do you want me to do a voice?"
Sure.
I'll do. William.
Does that make it less disgusting?
Maybe. What voice? William Shatner's voice?
Sure. Let's hear William Shatner's voice.
A woman on a wedding night says to her mom. Is that close?
Uh-huh.
I'll just do my regular voice. I can do Christopher Walken. Mom, I told him I was a virgin, but I'm not a virgin. I'm not. And the mother says, "Don't worry, I wasn't a virgin with your father." Do what I did on my wedding night. Take a piece of liver and stick it in your vagina.
Oh, God.
So she does. And they have sex, and it's great. She falls asleep, contented and everything. And she wakes up the next morning, and the husband's gone. And there's a note on the bed. "My darling Judith, last night was the most wonderful experience of my life. I know now that our lives together will be sexually fulfilling. You have, exceeded all of my wildest fantasies. P.S. Your pussy's in the sink." Because it's the liver,
Why would it be in the sink?
Just put it in there.
What?
It fell out, and he's like, "Oh no," and put it in the sink.
Gross. Weird.
I guess you have to be like 60 to appreciate that joke. I don't know.
I guess
It's an old person
I don't
joke.
know why a liver would be in the sink. That's all. I just don't get that part.
It's an old person joke.
Okay, Grandpa. Holy shit.
I got one more.
Oh, no. Okay. Sorry, guys.
I'm going to use Engelbert Humperdinck as the musician.
Hooper Humperdinck?
Humperdinck, because I just think it's a funny name. Engelbert Humperdinck.
No, Hooper.
It's
But
It's not Hooperdink.
Hooper Humperdinck.
It's Engelbert Humperdinck. That's his name. God damn.
But there's the book from
What are you talking about?
Hooper Humperdinck. We hate you. Like it's a whole book
What the fuck?
by the Cat in the Hat guy.
What? By the what? The kind of hot guy?
Oh my God, he can't hear me. The Cat in the Hat guy, Dr. Seuss.
Oh my God. Are you sure this isn't from a fucking like fever dream you had, or
I'm sure.
you slipped
Hooper
into an alternate
Humperdinck.
dimension?
So if you're gonna make up a name with a Humperdinck,
It's not a made-up name.
I thought.
Engelbert Humperdinck exists. He's a musician. It's a real musician.
Oh. Okay, continue.
There are these conjoined twins. Okay. Blonde, curvaceous, beautiful. Like joined whatever at the arm or the hip or whatever. Let's say the hip. Let's say the arm. You seem disgusted by the hip.
We should really be recording this.
They're conjoined right here.
Okay.
They see Engelbert Humperdinck. They love him, you know, and they're not only are they beautiful, they are smart, accomplished. One plays the violin, the other one plays the trumpet or whatever, right? You know, in the local band. They love music. They love Engelbert Humperdinck. They see what?
Nothing.
They see that Engelbert Humperdinck's coming to town in the paper. They're like, let's go, and we should go see him. So they get front row tickets, right? They see him. He sees them in the audience, calls them on stage. They come on and they dance with him and everything, right? You know, and then he invites them back to his hotel room, and they have sex all night, all three of them. You know, like like just all kinds of like debauchery.
Gross.
I could go into details, but they, you know, like. So a year passes, and they see that Engelbert Humperdinck's coming back in town. And the one sister, she's like, we should go and see him. The other one's like, I don't know. And she's like, why? Why wouldn't you want to see him? She goes, do you think he'll remember us? Come on! That's not funny to you either!
Sorry.
Because that would be such a unique experience.
It
for a person.
absolutely would be. Can I say next time you tell the joke?
My God, yeah. Yeah.
They should definitely be joined at the hip and not the arm, because how do you play instruments if your arms are joined?
Thanks for that note.
Anytime.
Oh my God.
I love you.
Old man jokes don't work for you, huh?
I guess not.
So, then what happens in the episode?
So at the end of the episode, Joey and Pacey are going for a walk and talking about how Joey feels like everything in their relationship is about sex now. That's all that they ever think about or talk about. And, you know, it's nice to be going for a walk because we're not having sex, basically. Like, that's a really messed up, like, attitude. She's mean about it to me, the way she's talking. I don't know.
Did you find, when you started having sex, did you find that was the case?
Yes.
Pacey brings up the whole, like, well, before we were having sex, it was, like, for me anyways, sex anyway, because I was thinking about sex all the time, which from a male perspective is correct. Like, I feel like sex, when you're a virgin and you start to have sex, I feel like that does change the relationship.
Sure.
And it changes the nature of kind of everything. It sort of changes the nature of every relationship after that too, really. Because before you start having sex, it's like, I don't want to say puppy love, but it's a different kind of relationship that you have with someone, and a different kind of, like, you know, what you're doing. It's almost like a practice thing or whatever, right? And then when you start having sex, it becomes very adult. Now, I mean, even if you're not adults, but it becomes more grown up, I guess I should say. You know what I mean? Like there are all these implications, behind it, like pregnancy and disease and stuff like that, right?
Sure. It's a very serious thing, yeah.
So, do you would say you understand where she's coming from in this?
I do, but I didn't like her attitude in talking about it. Like, it wasn't a, hey, let's, like, work on this, or I'm on here. And they've only had sex twice.
Yeah, and she came over and started making out with him, and he was joking, but he was like, oh, we never talk anymore.
Right.
Like, he was doing all the quintessential girl lines and
Right.
stuff like that.
But then she's really saying it at the end. I don't know. It didn't feel good. I don't think that their relationship is good.
No, I don't either. Obviously.
But yes, I get what she's saying. I think that most teenagers probably go through that.
I think most teenage girls do. I don't know about guys.
Well, I mean, they may not be unhappy about it.
Right.
But the relationship does become a lot about sex at first, for
Yeah.
sure. And even adults, I mean, when you first get with somebody, you first start having sex, then, you want to have sex a lot. I mean, that's normal.
It's true even more so for teenagers, though.
Sure.
Because the hormones are going, especially when it's your first time, because it's like, oh, this brand new thing,
Yeah, all makes sense. It's not Pacey's first time, though.
No. And then Dawson and Gretchen have a conversation, too.
Yeah, remind me about their conversation.
I don't remember exactly what they said. I think
They break up, though, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
I think he talks about, like, if you want to break up or whatever, and she's like, I don't want to. And, like, I think they talk. I think she kind of apologizes, sort of, for how she acted. And because he was like, I just wanted to be, like, honest with you or whatever and stuff. And
Yeah, he did. I remember him saying that.
And she was like, I want you to always be that honest with me or whatever.
But, like, I don't know. They should break up. I'm sad. I want them to break up.
Yeah, well, I think both couples are probably going to break up.
Yeah, probably. It's a bummer.
But, that is the episode for the week. Carol, tell people where they can find their own...
Their own liver? The liver vagina? Or, I'm sorry, did you say liver pussy?
Join twins. Yeah, vagina, I guess, is a better way to say that, huh?
So you can write us at latefee1994@AOL.com.
Yep.
Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com. And share the tapes with your friends.
All right, see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Still recording.